it's going to be in 2 random parts. I mean, I guess I am halfway through this dungeon, so I guess it's going to be dungeon part 1, dungeon part 2, but it's still pretty annoying. That just came out of nowhere. I've never had that error before. Let me just get up the comments whilst I am waiting. Hello there again, Rab. Hello, Chaos Killer. Annoying, because I also have a fair few amount of viewers there, you know. So now they're gonna have to rejoin this. Irritating. Technical difficulties abound. Hello. Hello, FBDE and Co. I'll just have a drink before I get on to the next part. Unique title sequence. Okay, so this is our first Light Warden fight. According to the thing on the side there, I still got 2 objectives to go, so this can't be the final boss fight of this dungeon. You, Shadowbringers, worst expansion ever. Hey, that's mean. Oh, cool boss fight theme. How can you say this is the worst Final Fantasy XIV expansion when Stormblood exists? I pity you, young Raptoons, but you are still awesome, so I support you all the same. Okay, thanks for that though, I guess. Oh man, that is a really cool boss fight theme. Oh, we're getting pounded here a little bit. Come on, Alphino, pick up the slack. So, how do you like this music? It's awesome. Can't wait to download this.
If I must.
Man, that connectivity error really has fucked up my stream here. Oh no, we got 5 people now. Hello, people coming back. And you're not the worrying thing is I don't know what caused that error either. So I think I can safeguard against it in the future. Yo. Hey, welcome back, Carl. Slowly but surely, I'm regaining the people who were in the stream before it disconnected. Careful of the chains. Ah. Yes, the chains. Damn, Alphino, you stay alive much? Don't know what that means. Hope I did that right. Kinda reminds me of Kingdom Hearts music. Shit. Don't think I got out that time. So how does Alphino revive himself if he dies? If he's the healer. Damn. What's moving in this battle? Meh, Final Fantasy VIII did it better. Hashtag not my expansion, hashtag first world problems, hashtag this is not Archive. I remember I remember you from the other stream saying that stuff. Whoa! A flying lesson there. Oh crap. Wiping the floor with me. Yay, people are slowly trickling back in. Yeah, you tell him, Alize. Not sure where I'm supposed to be standing right now. Gotta stand with my homies. What happened, Rap? I don't know, it just threw up an error message and it said the broadcasting stopped. And as I said, it's very irritating because now when this uploads to YouTube, it's going to be in 2 awkward parts. Oh well. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Heal me, Alpha No Senpai. I guess the first indicator there was something wrong with that. The comments seemed to stop quite a while. You never know what to do when that marker comes up. I know what to do with this one. Ooh, ouch. Okay, I have no idea what to do with that one. Shit. Getting killed here. Come on, Alpha, do your job. This surely got to be the final boss of this dungeon, because this is quite hard. Please use the combo to regen your MP for Dark Knight so you protect yeah. Thank you for reminding me, otherwise I will never remember. Oh crap. Damn, Alpha, are you really not going to revive the Crystal Exarch? Ow. Flung around the place here. It's okay, we've got them on the rocks now. Good thing it has a really cool boss fight theme. It's the main theme, but, you know, obviously rearranged. Yay, more people are trickling back in. Hello. Free Alpha now. Oh, right. This looks like it might be a Y. Nope, I wiped. Congratulations in reaching your first dungeon. Thank you, Bob and Echo. Hard slash Siphon Strike and Soul Eater replenish some HP. He didn't free Alpha no. Oops. Rab, I log in and help you. Oh, I'm using the trust at the moment, so I'm afraid you can't, but definitely after this, yeah? Whenever I hear your voice, I just think about Chris from your RE parody. You mean Chris fucking Redfield? I flubbed that line, let me try again. Chris motherfucking Redfield? Okay. Shortcut. Yes, that is the last boss of this dungeon. And Unleash and Stalwart Soul for MVP, please don't forget. I like your Wesker voice.
Yes, I am Wesker. Complete global saturation. I mean, I'm not actually the voice of Wesker in our cartoons, it's actually my partner, Rab. He does streams on King Rab, go check him out. I do streams here sometimes, but not all the time. You'll get more on there if that's your thing. Yes, yes, my evil, evil schemes are coming to fruition.
I mean, I do a pretty good Wesker in lieu of Rab. Unfortunately, he hasn't got a computer at the moment, so he hasn't been able to do any voice lines for me. Shame, because he is a talented voice actor. What about Barry? I'll try. Did you find anything, Joe? I'm always here, watching. No, I can't do it as good as he does. There is no one who can do Barry's voice like Rab. King Rab. Okay, round 2. We'll get him this time. I believe the boss theme is called Insatiable. Okay, I'll have to look that up after this stream. Okay, here we go. Am I right in thinking that you don't get Heidelin's Blessing after you wipe in these dungeons anymore? Or is it that you just don't get it in Trust dungeons? I never know what to do when that marker comes up. I'll just assume I did it wrong. If you must what? I know, I have the song already. FF8 did it better. Hello. Hello, my mobile mercenary. Technically speaking, Trusts can't die. They are not of that world or any other. The Silence are dead, thanks to the worst expansion ever. Okay, so last time I didn't free Alpha now, which screwed me over, so I'll have to pay attention this time. I don't know what this marker means either. I know, I'm at Shadowbringers and I don't know what some of the basic markers mean. It's bad, I know. If I heard right, the Alice said she'll handle healing. I'm pretty sure Alpha knows the healer. Rab, tanks. Oh shit, fuck. Tank stabs. So, you're gonna revive the Exarch there, Alpha?
I will not yield. Back to the fight.
Yeah, the Exarch needs to come back to the fight. That's the general idea here, Alpha. This music.
I will not yield.
He is really just leaving the Exarch there to be dead, isn't he? Okay, there was no way I could have gotten out of that in time. Billy, what the hell's that? Is that the name of his car bundle? Oops. I didn't free out for no time again. I'm getting the old Argon Alpner, his first speaking section, I mean. Derek, the road that we walk is blocked by the light. blood. Angel bathe in. You failed to destroy the chain again. Ah. You need to destroy that. Yeah, lesson learned. Try using Abyssal Drain for extra damage. Alright, which one's Abyssal Drain? That one. Okay. Man, could that bloody teleport be any further away from the final boss? Omega's theme, chicken tenders come ready to fry. Chicken tender that's ready to fry. I love that misheard lyric. Okay, round 3. I'm sure we'll get it this time. Okay, I've got time stamps on. I think. Destroy the chains, use the MP regen, and the barrier for protection, and you should stay alive. But I can never get out of that in time. Chains. Not sure if that was the right thing to do either. You need to use the visual cue, not the AoE marker. Derp. Yeah, I think I got it that time. Sorry if I'm quiet at the moment, I am in concentration mode, as I like to call it. Yeah, I think we got it this time. Short of me screwing things up, I'm pretty sure I can't die this time. My understanding of that marker is I just have to not be fully covering someone else. I will look up that one, what that one means. Okay, Alize died at some point. May not matter though, because pretty sure we got him on the rocks now. There we go. Now I'm gonna revive his sister. What a good guy. Yay! We did it, guys! I would high five you if I was there right now, but obviously not. Did it on the first try. Is what I say to all the new people hopping in right now. The giant triangle means get away from everyone else. It's essentially a proximity area of effect that you get to decide where it goes. Congratulations! Thank you, Bob and Echo. Rest well. The Light Warden gone. I can scarce believe it. Nothing? Nothing from the Crystal Exarch? Alright, where's the exit to this place? Ah, they put it behind this big fucker. Mechanic don't matter anymore, sadly. DPS, DPS, DPS. World first, baby. Hello, Tate Loyak. Luyak. Leave duty. Did it in the first hour, guys. That's terrible. I can't believe that took me an hour to do. I suck.
It's releasing its ether! Fall back! We cannot let it touch us! Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw!
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption.
Yeah, time-wise, trusts seem to be not the good way to go.
And the hero who wields it now stands before you.
Hey now, I'm supposed to be the Warrior of Darkness, not the Warrior of Light. It's not just a phase, Mom. Yeah, I guess he does kind of like a nobody from Kingdom Hearts. Partly. I have the power! I assume. Ooh.
Behold,
what does that mean?
The monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
Oh, I assumed that was impossible. I assumed this world was fucked for good. It's good to know we can repair it a little bit. Wow. Rab, I implore you to give up the dark sword. Become a paladin on Mount Ordeals. Good reference there, Mondo Johnny. And thus, the opening arc of the game ends. Opening arc? Don't forget the role quests. Ah yes, I'll save those for the off-stream. Don't worry, I will do them. You just won't see me streaming, doing them. Main story quest only.
It's so beautiful.
The Sunless Sea. The Warrior of Darkness has come.
Welcome to the end game. What do you mean, Eric Diaz?
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true.
I like that they kept her accent consistent with the other Viera from Final Fantasy XII. Didn't have to do that, but they did.
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete.
Hello, Shock Jockey. Isn't it supposed to sound somewhat Icelandic, the accent? I guess so. I'm guessing that's what the voice actor director told her to do.
Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed. But for the present, I beg you, stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the Wardens and restore darkness to the first.
Damn, Mr. Dungeon. Yeah, sorry, X0627, you just missed the end of it. Artbert, what will you say? I will become the warrior you need. It sounds like a glorious adventure. It seems I've no choice but to fight. Yeah, I'm a bitch. I will become the warrior you need. Can I have an option to comment on Ardbert just standing there mysteriously? You miss Rab dying a lot.
On behalf of the first, I offer
Hey, I
my
only died
deepest
6
thanks.
times.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
I will log in now. Alright, see you in a minute, Bob and Echo.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll.
I did it with Trust's X0627. I thought I'd give it a go. And my conclusion is, it was fun, but damn did it take forever to kill all the mobs. Which data center are you on? Ether Adamantoise. Shadowbringers couldn't shine Heaven's Ward's armor. Personally, out of all the characters, I hate the Exarch. Blasphemy!
Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to record.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Hearty nod.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villages and make our way back to the Crystarium.
The Exarch? Scary. But he's so humble and British. It's as if the sky itself had disappeared into the heavens. If I didn't have wounded to tend to, I'd never stop staring. It's over. Yes? I might need a moment. Without that constant glare, Lakeland seems an entirely different place. I don't know, tell me about it. Sorry, I like to talk to characters at certain story points. You get some nice bits of dialogue and backstory when you do sometimes. How quickly you have justified my faith in you. So many lives saved. The sky itself heralds your success. A single victory in a larger struggle, perhaps, but a momentous one nonetheless. Yay! Trust party is unlocked. You can enlist NPC companions to revisit completed instances by opening the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. The Exarch is looking ahead to the immediate future. Hi. Hello, Matu's Forum. Now, as for how we proceed from here. The villagers we evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. They seem to be accepting their situation for the moment. Most folk are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the Warrior of Darkness has come. 'Tis to be expected. Rab, I must ask a favour of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavour for the time being? Hey! You don't get to tell people. Seeing the light received from Lakeland is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as a legendary Warrior of Darkness, I fear that, no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. Have you seen the armour I'm wearing? They've already seen me walking around like this. I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more focused on Yulmore. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Vorfrey responds to all of this. I guess. Still, skipping this expansion was the correct choice for me. Oh, stop talking like this here, please, Michael. Bit of an argument going on in the chat here. You missed out. The leveling story is probably the best it's ever been. Exarch logic. Yo, dude, you need to hide and don't be like a Dark Knight Rab. Too late, dog. Exarch fork. And I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. It is my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden and has since departed for parts unknown. Yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folk not to question this either. Although I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day, about all of you. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And to think, you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. And I hesitate to ask you, after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass a message on your way to the Pendants? Please let Braggy know that we're bringing in a number of injured, and that any restoratives in the markets need to be reserved for the infirmary. Yeah, boy, trust me. We should start making our own way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. I wouldn't do to arrive too soon after the Exarch. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in the Holminster. Eh? We already went through the village top to bottom, Alize. We should all take the chance to rest. You included. I knew one of those eaters, and I just can't rest. Not now. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while, and that means you as well, Rab. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. I promise to find you later, when I feel myself again. Just you and me then, shall we? Yep. You know it, Alphino. Me and you forever, bro. Forever and ever. So, are we seriously not going to address the fact that Ardbert was just standing there like a creepy motherfucker? Didn't even come over to say hi. Rude. Okay, let's get on my mount and let's head back to the Crystarium. like, completely inappropriate amount for this now serious atmosphere. Albert is scared. Sup, Rab? Hey, Drew. How the devil are you, buddy? Although I do appreciate the mount music being turned off so I can actually enjoy this expansion of music in the zones, it does feel weird riding the Fat Chocobo and not having the Fat Chocobo theme playing. Do 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 do. Look at his little feet go. Also, Rab, tell me your instance. Instance 1. I can't, Rab. It is too innocent to be deceived. We must protect the Rab. Thank you. Please sink to the job. What? What do you mean sink to the job? I could have just teleported to the Crystarium, but, you know, take some time to enjoy these zones. Okay, it felt like my R1 button wasn't really working in that dungeon, so I was just testing it quickly, and it seems to be working now. There it is, Crystal Tower. I turned off the battle music. The battle music in Shadowbringers, sadly, I dislike. I'll join you in a minute if you want. Ah, there's Bob and Echo. Ah, good, cool mount. I'm being attacked. Yes, take care of it. I shall assist. The boss music is amazing, but the regular battles... Yeah, I've got to agree with you there. The regular battle theme in this expansion is not great. It's just very... Thematically, it doesn't really fit with the expansion. I don't know why they went with that. I mean, I even prefer Stormblood's regular battle theme. Would you believe it? Oh yeah, Rab. A good idea for Salted Earth is to make it a macro to proc on target. Not sure how to do that. Instances. Okay, if you're listening, Bob and Echo, I'm going into instance 1. So weird to see that in this expansion. So was that a thing in Stormblood and Heaven's Ward when they first came out? Like, you know, having to pick instances to go to, etc. It feels like it's new for this expansion, but I don't know, because I've never been... This is the first time I've played an expansion as it's come out. Like, you know, in the early days. I mean, if you can call this the early days of the expansion. I guess it wouldn't be now. I mean, we are a few months later now. Yeah, you heard me. Nice outfit. The XIV. Alfie. Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there is something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night won't be quite as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I shall take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Bragi, I suggest you do the same. Sleep well, Rab. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Alice both. World hopping to Adamantoise. Cool, so I'm gonna have 2 people watching the stream hop into my world. I am beloved. Drew, come and join us. We be the warrior of darkness. I think this is the first time I've heard the night theme for this area. It's really nice. Yeah, I really like this. I find city night themes always nail the soundtrack aspects. Stop patting me. How are you patting me when you're all the way over there? How are you doing whilst you're running? I assume Bragi is up here. I seem to remember Bragi being up here. So many side quests. I need to crack on and get some of these done in the off stream. Where are you, Bragi? I didn't need to come up here at all. He's all the way on the other side of the map. Okay, I think I remember where Bragi is now. Yeah, I'm really digging this soundtrack. Okay, I need to be down there, so... Ah! Broken kneecaps, down to 1 HP. Am I still broadcasting? Comments seem to have stopped. Someone in the comments let me know you're still watching. Let's refresh that. I am now a dimensional hopping gunbreaker, ninja, red, mage, astrologian, whichever, and I am still watching. Okay, what's dimensional? You both seem to mention dimensional. Aye, what can I do for you? Looking to buy a lantern, like every other stumbling soul in the city? I see. Well, Captain Lena can rest assured that any potions I spot coming in will be set aside for the wounded. Hang on a moment. If you're carrying messages for the guard, does that mean you were there then? For battle at Holminster? Oh, I think we accidentally outed ourselves. A stalwart lad like you might want to pay a visit to the Wandering Stairs. Make himself known. I'm sure Glynard can introduce you to interesting opportunities. Is it side quests? Because I'm not doing side quests. Thank you, Bob and Echo. Oh, it just means we server hopped. Got ya. Sayella, more beer for the table too, and a couple of pints for mead. for table 3 whilst you're at it. Coming right up. Sorry, we rushed off our feet this evening. Can I get you anything? Drinks are on the house. Oh, that Braggy has a twisted sense of humour. Ha 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 ha. Gahaha, to think he'd send you to me at a time like this. The first real night in a near 100 years has folk all riled up, and then some. He's got a random star on his head. What's more, there was that eater business at Holminster Switch. They say a light warden was destroyed without a damn trace, and it was the warrior of darkness who did the deed. Sweats profusely. I really must apologise for Glynard. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumour of the warrior's appearance was the spark to their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Aye, they swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Holminster for proof of that, but attacks on that scale don't happen every day. Praise the blessed Shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again, an eater will leave the pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into the road if your luck is foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the settlement council puts bounties on their heads, and our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. If I was on the other data center, I'd come over, but my characters are on Chaos Data Center. Oh, we could have had a little stream party. Just missing one person now. Seems a few of them were inspired by the Warden, slaying even more than most. These are the types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays, a class of eaters that have been dubbed the Cardinal Virtues. The Virtues showed up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, and when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors, well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. Oh? And if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they also reported to be as tough as the Light Wardens, not the kind of prey you can take down single-handed. Interesting. Our Virtue Hunters had all but given up, but knowing the Warrior of Darkness is out there, has lit a fire in their bellies. Just look at them. That Hume over there, with this oversized sword, is grandson. He's in it for revenge, wants to recruit a comrade in arms, as tenacious as he is. That Mistel lad is Larique. Don't be fooled by those Jewy cheats. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He's just lost a partner and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Seric. Word is he seeks an expert in magecraft to help the virtue he's after. Last we have Giot. Giot. Dwarf and drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with a healer, and only a healer. Something about needing a mender's wisdom. I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourselves to one of our hunters. Who knows, together you might even collect a bounty on a cardinal virtue. Now, there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. You have gained access to role quests. A separate quest line is and story is now available for tank, physical DPS, magical DPS, and healer roles. Very interesting. We gonna have a standoff, Drew? Forgot to read out the last part. In order to reach the final stages of the Shadowbringers In order to reach the final stages of the Shadowbringers main scenario, you must complete at least one role quest line. Speak with a virtue hunter at the Wandering Stairs to accept a quest offer. Interesting. Okay, so that's something I'll save for an off-stream. You know, when I'm not streaming, I mean. Ah. My comrades. Let us depart. So it looks like I'm going to have to do at least one of those before I can actually finish the main story quest. So, since they're tied to the story, I might do them on stream, I might not. I won't do them now though. Welcome back, sir. I wonder if anyone can sleep with the city in such an uproar, but will you be returning to your quarters? Aye. Very good. In light of the present situation, I have had illumination prepared for all our rooms. No need to rush to the markets for lanterns or candles. Have a pleasant rest, sir. Nap time, yeah? This is a nice track. It is weird seeing the night sky. Ooh, Aardbert.
So it's your lot's turn to be the warriors of darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
Been watching, have you? These are my private quarters. Well, that's kind of a dick thing to say. I'll just say, been watching, have you?
Well, I did warn you. I followed you to Yulmore and then on to Armarang. And I was there when you slew the Light Warden.
Yeah, you didn't say anything though, did you?
Those white-haired twins who were with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin?
Damn, Aardbert, clean your axe.
Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
Poor Aardbert.
So this is what the light was hiding.
Who's that?
He's here. I must go to him.
It's Namine. Don't lie, it's not Namine. And that would be a crossover and a half. Meanwhile, inside an Imperial Magitech facility in the Source. Ooh. Ooh. Plot development back home.
Intruders! Fan out and find them!
Hey, it's Astinian. Forgot about him.
Out of my way!
Hey, she was just minding her own business.
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy. When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Astinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the warrior of light from the jaws of death. Your armor is most distinct.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadow Hunter.
If you haven't played Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, that was a massive spoiler just there. I mean, this whole story is a massive spoiler anyway.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Through no choice of my own. They tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause. I swear the receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldesion woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on another business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here.
Yeah, I noticed how his hair's flipping through his armor as well there, Alejandro. It's very distracting.
Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
It kills people, Astinian. By killing people.
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Sir Astinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once. Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
Ha! From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
I'll be honest, I much prefer Gaius' original voice actor. Oh well. This one's not bad, but it just lacks the oomph and hamminess that the original had. I think it was Richard Epcar who voiced him. One of the better voice actors from A Realm Reborn, that's for sure. The manager of Sweets is wearing a grave expression. Ah, begging your pardon, sir, but do you perchance intend to head outside? If so, I would strongly advise you not to stray too far from the Crystarium. Word has it that Yulmore has dispatched its military to Lakeland. Oh. Given the timing, one can only assume they do not welcome the return of night. Even now, the Exarch is in the ocular, deliberating a response. Come on, gang. To the Exarch. Okay, so back in the home world, we have Astinian and Gaius potentially teaming up. Shame we're not there to witness it, though. And Yulmore is dispatching its military. Very interesting. Yeah, I got my posse. I do indeed have business with the Exarch.
You are come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands. Laxon Loft here in Lakeland. Yulmore has sent one of its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
No shit.
Indeed. 'Twas inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
Looks like we may be heading back to Yulmore.
My lords, I am come with the Yulmoran emissary. May I show him in?
A moment, Captain, if you would.
I'm expecting a big reveal on who it is here.
Everyone, gather round.
Closes down 88 tabs of porn. Ooh, secrets.
I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish.
Hey, rude.
Enter.
I don't want you to embarrass me in front of the emissary. Was the translation of that. Kuja. Who is it? Oh, it's a new character.
Well, well. The commander of the Yulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
Ranjit.
The Light Warden is dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Yulmore's interest in this?
His benevolence, Lord Vorthry, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin-Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage,
It does kind of look like an Alan Megan, I'll give you that, Bobaneka.
my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind. Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky. If Yulmore considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution. Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
Folly. The death of one or 1,000 Sin-Eaters changes nothing. The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting course, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace.
You mean it won't become a realm reborn? But
I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthry. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmore's mercy. Promptly. One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistants. Know you of whom I speak?
Over here, you dumbass!
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
plot twist. What if Ranjit was actually Xehanort? That would be one hell of a plot twist. Wouldn't it be funny if Ranjit just poked his head through the door? Oh, one more thing! And spots the Warrior of Darkness and Alpha Node right there. Maybe I'll do that in a nutshell.
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
He probably did. I've heard that this character is very OP, like, comically OP just for the sake of it.
The General is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmore's army since before Vorthry's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin-Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Yulmore chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
It is noble of you to say, Master Alphinaud, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived. Yulmore has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man. If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
He may have reason to delay.
Horizon
According
massive.
to reports, the Yulmoran forces at Laxan Loft were observed taking a prisoner. A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia.
Say what? Now that's a plot twist.
It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmore before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfilius, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
Okay, hold up. Generations of Minfilius? What? Like, what? Wait, is this the Minfilia? I'm sorry. Generations of Minfilius? That was literally what I said word for word. Almost.
Of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it.
Excuses,
I
excuses.
think it best that you seek out Loren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you. Alphino, Alize, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer in the matter.
All right. Though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Alrighty then, that was a lot to take in. I was going to end the stream there, but I am a little bit curious to what exactly is going on with Minfilia, so I think I'll persevere just a little bit longer just to find out. Because that was hell of a mindfuck just to leave that on. Where am I going? I am going the wrong way. I always love it when I see random other players jumping around. Join Valencia de Sol's Genova's party. Sure, why not? And sprint. I'm on the wrong level. What do you mean I can't jump down there from up here? Why the fuck not? There we go. Just so you know, that might be a while, Rab. What's about to happen, or it's going to take a while to find out what the hell is going on with Minfilia. How long are we talking? A few minutes? An hour? Am I about to be cutscene diarrheaed on? Fuck it, let's risk it. Yes, if you are after books pertaining to the Warrior of Darkness, I'm afraid most are out on loan at present. They're experiencing quite a surge in popularity. Oh, you wish to learn about the Oracle of Light? Then it would be my pleasure to assist. After I have finished off some few outstanding tasks, that is, while I attend to them, perhaps you could fetch me a book. The Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light, it's called. Though it's intended for younger readers, it provides an excellent summary of the subject matter, and the artwork is quite lovely besides. I would not hesitate to recommend it to anyone with an interest in learning about Minfilia. But you must see it for yourself. The book should be located on the level below. Excuse me. Should I say, for a while, there is a place for everything here. Not everything is always in its place, despite my best efforts, in short. If the book is not where it should be, it will almost certainly be somewhere it shouldn't. So, good luck. That is the story of my household right there. I didn't even see you came back on. We'll have you watch the final boss from Holminster later. Rats on Restoring Night. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, the stream earlier fucked up and cut me off halfway through the dungeon. It's very annoying because it's going to be 2 uploads on YouTube now, which I really don't like inundating people on my subscriber feed with these streams as it is, which is why I space them out. Alright, so we're looking for a book on Minfilia. Like, I never thought that would be a thing. Ooh. Okay, what do I need to do here? This is a sightseeing spot. Ah, look out. It's always a simple one. It's very rarely anything but look out. Here's the book here. Darn. Just as your eyes begin to blur, they finally come to rest on a copy of the illustrated tale of the Oracle of Light. Cool. So we got the book. Time to find out about Minfilia, maybe. Have you found the book? Yep. Here you go. Yes, this is the one. I hope it wasn't too difficult to track down. I'm happy to say I finished all my pressing tasks. If you want to call your friends over, we can begin learning at once. Story time! Without further ado then. It began 100 years ago, when the flood of light threatened to swallow Northront. Just as all seemed lost, a saviour appeared who halted the all-consuming radiance. A maiden with her hair spun of gold and eyes of the clearest sapphire. Naught was known about her save that her name was Minfilia, and for delivering the realm she came to be revered as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace, but 15 years later her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. And she said, "Return to the waking sands." Nice art. When Sin Eaters laid ruin to the kingdom of Vobert, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. One with hair spun of gold and eyes of clear sapphire, she was hailed as the Oracle Reborn, and came to likewise be called Minfilia. Enlisting in the Ulmoran army, this Minfilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. Alas, like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her end in battle. With her dying breath, she whispered unto her grieving comrades, "Pray return to the waking sands." No, I joke. Minfilia will return. What is this, a Marvel Endgame credit scene? And true to her words, some years later, another young girl was discovered who possessed the selfsame eyes, that selfsame hair, and those selfsame powers. She took to the name of Minfilia. She too fought Sin Eaters as a soldier of Ulmor, and she too fell in battle. Many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. Man, this whole expansion really is just like a much better version of Lightning Returns. Like, that whole plotline right there is Yule from Final Fantasy XIII 2 and Lightning Returns. Yule was constantly reborn in a cycle of death and coming back to life. And that concludes the tale. By their valour and sacrifice, these women have saved Northront on numerous occasions, and were it not for them, we might never have learned of the Light Wardens and their nature. They sound like formidable warriors. Some, perhaps, the truth is rather less simple. Though the Oracle is reborn with some common traits, she does not inherit the memories or knowledge of her previous incarnations. So we really are never going to get the original Minfilia back. All of the Minfilias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harboured. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others did not, but all were made to face the Sin Eaters, and all died to keep our hopes alive. What can you tell us of the current Minfilia? She was found by the Yomoran army some 10 years ago and taken into their care. Or rather, their custody. She was a prisoner in all but name, for by that time, under Lord Vorfrey's rule, Yulmore had already abandoned resistance in favour of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to the peace, and so they kept her under lock and key. For a long while we heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain she was alive, save that it was the Yulmorans' best interest for her to remain under their control. But then, 3 years ago, a gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from their clutches, just like a hero from the tales. Indeed, well, I believe we now have a good grasp of Minfilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Moron. Might I trouble you for a word, Rab? Outside? I disliked 13.3's timer. I couldn't enjoy the world characters and everything, just had to rush through everything. Yeah, that's a common criticism of Lightning Returns, and Lightning Returns did have a good story to it, but it suffered from two big flaws: the timer and too lightning centric. I don't really like Lightning as a character, so it wasn't really my bag. Okay, I'll watch this cutscene and then I will have to call it a night there, guys. As you will have already surmised, the gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our own dear Thancred. Ooh, interesting. They have since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had a chance to meet them. We know that Minfilia journeyed here as Hydaelyn's emissary to halt the Flood of Light. It can only be her that the people of the First witnessed 100 years ago, the original Oracle of Light. But while there's plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesakes, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean they are not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I have no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. Regardless, the Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she had been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by. There you go again, talking in your own roundabout way. If you think we should rescue Minfilia, just spit it out. I don't want to rescue Minfilia. Hands up if you want to raise Minfilia. No one raises their hands. It just so happens I agree with you. It's quite clear that this Minfilia possesses Hydaelyn's blessing. And it would hurt to have a second such individual on our side, right, Rab? What will I say? Quite. One's generally been enough, but fine. No, I would like to say that, but no, I'll just say quite. I met Lightning's English voice actress. Oh, funny you should say that. I'm actually going to be meeting her next Saturday. Not this Saturday coming, but the Saturday after this week. So yeah, I'll be going to KuboCon, which is a Final Fantasy convention, and some of the voice actors and actresses from Final Fantasy are going to be there. One of which is actually Ali Hillis, Lightning's voice actress. I am very much looking forward to getting her to sign my copy of 13, and hopefully getting a picture with her. So look out for that on our various modes of social media, mainly just Twitter. I see you've made up your minds. Exarch, what brings you here? You're supposed to be in that room at all times. A report and a proposal. First, the report. Our scouts have confirmed that Umoran forces at Laxon Loft do indeed have Minfilia in their custody. For the present, they are holding her there, but we can be certain they will move her to Yulmore ere long. Should that happen, we may be forced to give her up as a lost. So, if we mean to act, we should do so quickly. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask that you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium. The gasp! That's cool. I have a copy of 15 with signatures of the English voice cast. Oh cool, I leveled up. Yeah, so do I. I've got a copy of the Final Fantasy 15 Ultimate Collector's Edition with Ray Chase's signature on it, Adam Crowsdale, and the likeness of King Regis, not his actual voice actor. I'm hoping to get Robbie Draymond and I think it's Matt Mercer who does the other one, Gladiolus. So that is on my bucket list to get that signed by all 4 of the Final Fantasy 15 Road Trip Bros. Okay, so this stream has unfortunately been going on a bit longer than I intended, so I will leave it there, unfortunately. So thank you all for tuning in. I'm sorry for the little cock-up earlier, which means this has been split into 2 parts. So sorry about that, but it was out of my control. It was a PS4 error. I could not predict, or don't even know why it happened, don't even know what it meant. But yeah, so I shall catch you guys next time, and yeah, see ya.